Brussels sprouts are the iconic fall vegetables. Everybody eats Brussels sprouts for Thanksgiving and for Christmas, and now that Brussels sprouts are becoming more and more popular, we see them on pizzas, we see them in salads, we see them year-round. Growing Brussels sprouts, on the other hand, is not so easy. It's a lot harder to grow good Brussels sprouts than it is to grow kale. Let me show you a few of the things that you have to pay attention to when growing Brussels sprouts. As we take a look at these plants, you see that the lower leaves are beginning to yellow and fall off. Some people might say, oh, these plants are running out of nitrogen fertilizer, we need to fertilize them more. But no, this is exactly what you want to see. These plants have to run out of fertilizer at the end of the year. When you take a look at these plants, you can see that as you take these yellow leaves to the side, there is a nice crop of Brussels sprouts here. Look at this. Isn't that just beauty? You can see that the leaves died off, all the nutrients went into the sprout, and as we go up the stem, these leaves also will move their nutrients into the Brussels sprouts until all the Brussels sprouts are completely filled and clean and gorgeous. As explained, growing Brussels sprouts is not the easiest thing to do. We get quite a few questions about Brussels sprouts and that have some issues. The technical term that growers often use is funky sprouts. And you can see exactly what I mean over here. See what happens with these Brussels sprouts over here at the bottom? They really don't look so good, do they? They've begun to grow out. The outside leaves have become detached. They get invaded by Alternaria, and ultimately these sprouts are no good. What happened? Well, these sprouts are over mature. They suffered a lot from the hot and dry weather in the summertime, and basically this sprout variety is not exactly the right choice for this planting slot or for this growing area. It's important to select the right varieties with the right maturity for the market that you're trying to serve. Another question we often get from home growers, gardeners and commercial growers: when should we top our Brussels sprouts? What you can see, of course, is that the lower sprouts are full size, but the top still has to make some size. What happens is that this top bud that is in here suppresses the development of these upper sprouts. If you top too early, these top sprouts will bloom out. If you top too late, the top sprouts won't make any size. But when about 80% of the sprouts are at marketable size, you just take that top bud out to get those last 10, 12 sprouts to make some extra size. And that means that's going to happen in about 2 weeks after you top. What do you do with the top? These leaves are super tender, and this is actually the best part of the Brussels sprout plant. Sell these sprout tops as a separate item, maybe next to your Brussels sprouts or in a separate bin. Fry them up with some olive oil and some garlic. Delicious. So we talked about variety selection. Let's talk about varieties. Here's a new variety. This is called Silvia. It's early maturing. It makes beautiful, clean sprouts, medium-sized sprouts, nice, firm sprouts. They pick easy. Nice, fresh, clean sprouts picked off the stem. But of course, you can also sell them as a whole stalk. Very attractive. And you make extra money that way. Here's another nice variety that works really well in our area. It's called Marte. You can see it's a nice tall plant. It has nice larger sprouts than what we just saw in Silvia. But look at how many sprouts there are in the stem. This variety is excellent. Early maturing and productive. This is a nice variety that a lot of organic growers are already growing. This variety is Nautic, and we sell this as organic seed. It's a nice variety. It's later to mature than Silvia, and it's later to mature than Marte, but it certainly is a perfectly nice variety that works well for Thanksgiving, if we have a nice warm fall, or otherwise it'll make a nice crop for Christmas. excellent field holding, beautiful sprout, easy to grow. This is a very forgiving and very easy growing variety. Here's a new variety that we're experimenting with in New York State. It makes a beautiful tall plant and its name is Pontus. It's really more of a variety for Northern Europe, but look at what a nice tall plant this one makes. And the Brussels sprouts are nothing to sneeze at either. A lot of sprouts on a very tall stalk. Not big sprouts, but a nice, medium, nice, tight sprouts. Very high quality. Beautiful.